Alright, it is time for day 2 of my Sweden vlog, where I walk around and try to explore what Sweden has to offer, in particular with its food, because I am a fat American and can only interface with the culture by eating, because that is like my only pleasure outside of gooning and playing Brawl Stars every day. And so I decided, hey, if I'm gonna be doing this, why not record it so I can try to write this shit off on my taxes? Which only works if I actually prove that it was for business expense, which means that I actually need to make videos about every single thing I ate, guys. There's a hidden layer to this that y'all don't understand. But we'll see if I can even write this shit off. I don't know. I'm trying my best here, guys. Okay, pray for me. Yesterday we tried a bunch of different foods. In particular, got a lot of comments from people saying like, "Oh, American goes to a different country, immediately goes to McDonald's." Like, okay. The Italian food was not my fault per se, okay, but the Big Mac, like, I will say I was a little anxious to order stuff, but apparently everybody in Sweden just speaks English, so I really had nothing to worry about. And so today it's time to actually venture out into a more Swedish area and see if we can find some traditional Swedish food to try out and rate. Is traditional Swedish food actually fucking banging or not? I guess. I don't know. We'll rate it on the rating scale. Yeah. It is
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. It is 3 p.m. and the sun has already set. It's 3 p.m. local time and there's already no sunlight. I don't know how plants are gonna grow in this country.
No, but like literally, I was on the vlog. I was saying like, dude, I'm so embarrassed to be like, to be doing this, just walking around in public with my phone, like unironically vlogging. Like, there's no layer of irony here. Like, I'm just vlogging. I'm embarrassed. You're in this with me.
No, see, but I'm just...
You're just a bystander. Okay. All right. So, if you look at the sky right now, it is pitch black. The time it's 4:30 p.m. Sunset 2 hours ago. I guess this is just what Sweden is like. Honestly, besides the fact that the sun sets like at the weirdest hour, at way early in the day, it's basically essentially like Boston. So nothing's actually changed. My friend and I, Owen, are currently on our way to Stockholm to get our first meal of the day because we woke up at a weird hour. And then I did like some looking through the vlog footage, realizing like, fuck, this is going to be actually a lot more work to edit. And then I gave up. I need to go back and put that together to upload it. The vlogging is so weird. I don't know if I'll ever do this shit again. All right, guys, it started to rain, but we are on the island of Gamla Stan. I think it's either an island or an archipelago, so one or the other.
Well, an archipelago is a group of islands.
Oh, okay. Peninsula, I think that's the term I was looking
Yeah,
for.
that's true.
But this place is basically like right near the capital of Stockholm geographically, so it's relatively poppin' over here, I think. And there's a lot of specifically Swedish restaurants in this area that I really want to try because, you know, come to Sweden, the first thing I ate is fucking Italian food. And I feel like I was disappointed by the Italian food, me personally. No shade to the Swedish people and your taste for Italian food, but it just doesn't beat a good Domino's pizza. Like, I can't lie. Like, show an Italian a Swedish restaurant traditional salmon pasta or Domino's pizza. And I think the Italian would also agree with me that Domino's is, you can't beat $11 for a supreme size pizza. But regardless, we're in Sweden and we're on our way to a Swedish restaurant, properly Swedish, where we might try some meatballs, might try some whatever they have. What is that though? Gamla Stan's fisk. Laxel fisk. Should we buy fisk?
Nah, I'm not really a fish guy.
Are we on the right way?
Yeah, I think we're turning left soon.
Oh, I think I'm just on the road. We'll head into the alleyway.
The least sketchy alleyways I've ever seen. Like,
honestly, this is a very unsketchy alleyway.
It's a really good alleyway.
There's no steam pipes that are just pumping out random odors into the air. Or if there are, they're hidden by the cobblestone on the floor. Wait, is this where Notch, you think, got the idea for cobblestone? In Sweden, they just have alleys. And he just sees cobblestone on the ground. It's like, wait, this would go hard if you minded blocks and got this as your reward. Because I think Notch is supposed to be Swedish.
In canon, typically.
Yeah, that's actually also why he's like a Nazi now or something.
Yeah.
Was there a point where we had to take a right?
Yeah. I'm sure we can just walk in a... Like, we'll figure it out. It's
Well, it's
We wanna
one
go
of the
this-
four directions.
we
We
wanna
gotta
go-
head to the right
We
one.
want to go this way. It's generally that direction. Yeah, this is our normal height difference, by the way.
Real, dude. I'm actually 5'6" in real life. It's
No
very-
General Motors lobby in sight, but the pedestrians are winning.
Yeah, this is a very walk-friendly place. I respect that. Even though you can walk to places in Boston, it's just generally unpleasant and full of cars. And it doesn't really feel like it was made for humans to walk on. It's like all cars. It's gross. And it's not made of cobblestone.
The cobblestone is really a nice touch because
It's aesthetic.
it can be gross, but with cobblestone, it's like
All the dirt falls in between the cracks.
Exactly.
That's the math.
there's cigarettes everywhere, but I'm not walking on them. They're just hanging out.
That's true.
Let's go this way. I like this one.
Well, yeah, all the gum can just sit in the right cracks. Wait, are we going the right way?
We still need to go that way.
Oh, okay.
Actually relates to the notes I was taking earlier. It's the LP with a p-value of 1. It's the shortest possible path, except in rectilinear units. So it's like,
Rectilinear.
yeah, so it's like if you want the shortest possible path, but you have to go only 2 directions to get there.
Yeah.
You know? That's what we're doing.
I think I'd like to explore your rectilinear in the shortest possible path.
I know that's
noticed-
shortest possible path.
Swedish people really like their burgers. Like, they
I mean,
really, really like their
It
burgers.
says an American.
No, but more so than in Americans. Because Boston is full of Asian restaurants, but here I feel like every other thing is either pizza or burgers.
Uh-oh, that was our turn.
Okay. That's our turn?
This one, yeah.
A surprisingly active alley for a dark and sketchy alleyway.
Yeah. They have this in Paris a little bit, but this is way more...
I heard they also have some other
more
types
good.
of things in Paris.
Oh, yeah? You want to
It's a
expand
very
on that?
well-known place for
Sure.
having certain things, like baguette, wine, cheese.
I have way more homeless people in Paris.
Are we going the right way? Wait, what is this?
This is like a winter market. Holy shit.
They have waffles.
This is sick.
Wait, a dartboard? That's like gambling, right?
Yeah.
Get a legendary star drop from that, dude.
It's a huge Toblerone.
A what?
You see the Toblerone behind the guy?
Oh my god, I didn't even recognize the Toblerone, dude.
Massive Toblerone. This is so quaint.
That's a great word. Are we heading the right way?
Oh, right. I forgot that was my job. Yeah. Either way. This way and then the right. Oh, just, not that way. Nah, it's the first
Nope,
one.
not. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to try this. I'm like really hungry. Imagine we take a bite and it's literally just a regular meatball that we could have gotten anywhere.
No, because
with like
Because
tomato
it can't
sauce.
be. They put like spices and stuff
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
surely. Yeah, there's gonna be so much B-roll footage. I'm gonna be swimming.
And it's all
in the
really high
B-roll
quality.
footage. Yeah, just an hour of walking in Sweden. Gamla Stan.
Subway surfers in the corner.
Just
Can you
walking
please
people.
put Subway surfers in the corner?
Subway surfers?
Yeah, the walking B-roll with Subway surfers.
That's a really nice statue.
True.
It is very detailed.
Oh my god. That's just not what I expected to see in the...
Wait, it's in English. Stockholm alternative exclusively bespoke tattoo. What is...
Exclusive and bespoke are sort of synonyms.
It's exclusively exclusive tattooing.
So Owen and I had initially wanted to go to a place called Restaurant Tradition. It's just one of the places of many here that serve traditional Swedish food. But when we got to the door, it looked a little bit upscale and like kind of fancy, which wasn't really what we were looking for per se. And also there was like a wait for like 30 minutes or anything. The restaurant was kind of full. So we decided to instead just go down the street to another restaurant, which was more or less similar or even better in its rating, called Stockholm's Gastebud, which is just another Swedish restaurant that serves traditional food. And more importantly, the line was pretty short there. So we decided to just go there instead, which honestly kind of a good choice. At the restaurant, I got a cider called Briska, which was honestly super fire. It was really fruity and it was like drinking juice, honestly, but a little spicier, and I really liked it. For the actual food there were so many options. They all looked really good. We decided to get for an appetizer something called the Classic SOS, which was basically just 3 types of pickled herring, kind of in a taste platter. And we also decided to share an order of meatballs and then get something else because we were both basically starving. This is the first meal of the day and it's like 5 or 6 p.m. The fish was absolutely delicious. It was like, I mean, the crisp bread. If you look up like Sweden recommended foods or things to try, they mentioned their herring, they mentioned their crisp bread, and they mentioned their lingonberries, which this appetizer had two of the three of those. And crisp bread is essentially just a cracker. It's not anything like that fancy. But the fish was absolutely delicious. It was like eating sushi, but the sushi had like a really nice marinated, like kind of pickled flavor almost. Like, I mean, but like it was like herby with like dill or like mustard or thyme. And, like sushi, it didn't really have like a heavy fishy taste. It was pretty light. And same with the pickle flavor. Like it was just a very light pickled flavor that added a lot of tanginess to the fish, which was really, really nice. The potato was just a boiled potato though. All right, next up we got the meatballs, the man of the hour, the much anticipated meatball dish. Sweden is famous for the meatballs. I think I've heard about this since back when I was watching PewDiePie in middle school. I had high hopes for this, I'm not gonna lie. And I gotta say, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. So the dish came with the meatballs with gravy, mashed potatoes, pickles, and the lingonberries. Lingonberries are essentially just like the cranberries, but they are way less tart, they are much sweeter, and they're a little less sour too, which actually I think makes it low-key like an S-tier fruit. Like I would place this on par with or above pomegranates and raspberries in my opinion. Like they're just really good. And combining with the meatballs, which had a lot of like very umami forward flavor, especially with the gravy, it actually just really balanced out the dish a lot and kind of cut through that heaviness. The meatballs had almost a meatloaf like texture where it was very tender, but it held together very well. It was a pretty decently dense meatball and had a really nice chew, but without being like too dense. Sometimes like a lot of meatballs that I'll get from Italian places or in America, I guess at least, they're kind of crumbly or they're like too dense almost. It's really hard to find the nice balance where it doesn't feel like you're just eating ground beef or just straight up like dense packed in artificial binder. This was honestly a perfect, like I don't think I could get a better meatball if I really looked for one. It was actually incredible. The dish also had pickles, which were not like dill pickles that you would get in America where they're super sour. These were actually on the sweeter side. And very light in flavor as well. And the mashed potatoes were also like super buttery, super creamy. There's a saying that's like the difference between you and a chef is how much butter you're willing to put in your dish, and they definitely maxed out the butter on the scale, probably with the gravy too. But it was incredible. I mean, combining the sweeter pickle with the more sweet and sour lingonberry with the super creamy, buttery mashed potatoes and the extremely tender meatball that's a very umami forward flavor with the gravy. It was probably one of the most perfect bites I have ever had. It was so fucking delicious. The texture was crunchy from the pickle. It was smooth and creamy. The meatball was tender and chewy. It was spectacular. I mean, I'm still thinking about it right now as I'm recording this. It's like, fuck man, that was fucking delicious. Holy shit. Dare I say a legendary PewDiePie W. PewDiePie people, y'all cooked with this one. I think I'm afraid, bridge incident or no, fuck, I get it now. I understand it now. These are in fact the best meatballs I've ever had. After finishing the appetizer, it was now time for the main entree. We were both kind of full at this point, not gonna lie, but we had to power through for the sake of how fucking good the food is. My friend Owen got the salmon dish and I got the pork cheek dish. I'm actually feeling it a little.
Alcohol?
No, the
food. You had like 3 sips.
About 4%. Starting with the pork cheek dish, we have your mother's cheeks in a lingonberry gravy, mashed potatoes again, and some random herb seasoning or whatever. What I was surprised about when I first took a bite out of the pork was how smoky it was. The lingonberry sauce itself was surprisingly smoky, and it also had a kind of a tangy Worcester sauce type flavor. I don't know if you don't know what that means, it's fine. Just know that it's tangy and it was surprisingly smoky. And the pork itself had kind of a nutty flavor. It was a relatively lean tasting pork, which I was surprised about because I heard pork cheek was pretty delicious cut, but it wasn't that fatty at all. It was not like pork belly. It was more like a lean cut of pork in terms of taste, even though it was tender. And I think it was cooked very well. Like it was a tender piece of pork. It was just tasted lean for some reason. Flavor was nice and nutty though, and the smokiness with the tanginess, I think it was okay. The main thing that I liked the most out of the dish though was just the mashed potatoes. It was like I think the mashed potatoes had either cheese or just pure like heavy cream in it, or just obscene amounts of butter. It was even creamier than the first mashed potatoes that I had with the meatballs. They were just so decadent. I have no idea. It was insane. Overall, not as good as the meatballs dish, unfortunately, but it was all right. It was still good. Like I could be happy with this. It probably doesn't help that I was already kind of full before I started eating.
It is so creamy. That's like cheese pasta in potato form.
And for the final dish, we have the salmon, which was pan-fried salmon with potatoes tossed in dill, a lemon, mayo with some herbs in it.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's like good ass salmon, bro.
Salmon's insane. Like the fat in the salmon is. Oh my god. Wow.
And with that, we wrapped up our delicious dinner at Stockholm's Gastebud. If you're ever in Stockholm for whatever reason, if maybe you are a natural inhabitant of that area, I would definitely recommend going. It's like probably it definitely deserves the 4.7 that it has, with over 6,000 reviews, by the way, which is fucking crazy. I think the bill overall came out to like $127 USD, $130 USD, something like that, which is accounting for 3 main entrees and an appetizer and like 3 drinks that we had, which honestly is not so bad after taking into account the fact that in Europe, apparently you don't even need to tip, which is something that I'm used to, just adding like a 20% upcharge on every single item on the menu. But in Europe, that's not a thing. Like you don't need to tip, you don't want to. It's just like an extra bonus if you do. And I felt like the prices already pretty much match as if I did tip. So I was like, you know what, hey, no point in tipping if I don't need to, because there's a pretty good chance that I don't get to write any of this off, so I have to just like eat the whole brunt of the cost. But after the delicious meal, we were feeling pretty good and decided to walk off our incredible inflation by kind of just like wandering around outside for a bit.
And just literally nothing can go wrong. Not even kidding.
We got God's dildo. Camera in hand.
Insane that's your first
against
thought.
the mirror.
Insane. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just culturally insensitive. I don't think the plastic building does it for me.
No, dude, now this takes me home to Boston. That's just Boston right there. Random fucking construction happening all the time that's never finished ever for any particular reason. Actually, I kind of like the weather here.
It's really not bad. Well, yesterday was worse. Right now it's fun.
To me, it's like this is like vibe weather. Sun sets so early.
It turns out. And there were cars.
Oh, is this oh, we were just walking in the middle of the fucking car road? Bro, wait, we're so fucked.
No, I think there were other people doing that.
What?
There's like I was the one car.
Wait, this is straight up a car road that we were just walking on
There
for
was
like
one car. Bro.
What the hell? Yeah, it looks the same. There's no visual distinction at all between the road.
True.
Or like it's a red brick, but it's
I think some of the alleyways we were in also.
a lot of pretty lights.
That's a fucking clock right there.
That's
not
a
messing
clock.
around. That's sick. And it's only a clock on one side, but you can also see two. Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, have you seen those vids of those guys who can like inflate their bellies?
No.
Really? No, there's like this.
I've heard about it.
No, okay. No, like I've seen actual videos of guys who can like make their belly blow up. I don't know how they do it. If they just drink a bunch of water, or if their skin is like I genuinely have no idea how. Because it doesn't look normal. But like I've never seen a woman do it. It's always men that do that. And I feel like there's a kind of a hidden opportunity. You want to cross? There's like a hidden opportunity for if women could get in on the inflation grind set.
I
to
think
like
if you looked up
do some
female
insane.
I think
You'd only find anime. Not that I would know. I've never done it
not
before.
that you tried.
I've never tried, but like that's my assumption. That's my guess. My educated guess. Not like that I've like studied this, but I'm glad it's raining so we don't see any happy couples walking around.
True.
Because then I might have to kill them. Figuratively speaking, in my head. In fact, maybe we could be the happy couple.
Are you religious?
No.
At all?
I grew up Christian. Why?
Do you believe in God?
No.
You like a full atheist?
Yeah, I think we just disappear into dust.
That's fair enough. You know that Brennan Lee Mulligan guy?
No?
The redhead, the comedy guy. He's like a DM for D&D shit.
Like in real life, or?
Yeah. Can we walk on the ice? Why is there Zamboni? This is sick.
Wait, what were you saying about the Brandon Lee Mulligan guy?
He's well, there's an interview with him and he was talking about how he's an atheist.
Holy slippery.
He's like famous for being like a dungeon master in D&D.
Yeah.
And his whole take was that how could there be an all-powerful God who would allow for suffering? Like,
well,
as a concept.
Of course there could be an all-powerful God that allows for suffering. It just would be a bad God.
Well, no, not necessarily. His take was that like an all-powerful benevolent God couldn't exist and allow for...
I guess you could. There could be something if the suffering was like a greater story. Yeah. You should probably get away from that song.
No, but like, he's like a D&D dungeon master guy.
Okay.
He can be a benevolent person and still.
Oh, you're saying it's like hypocritical of him to say that, like it's dumb for him to say that.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think you can still. I think there's a pretty easy contradiction where like he can still be a kind person and still want an interesting campaign.
I guess his point could be that like just the degree of suffering is a little too extreme. Like there are cases where the suffering is just so outlandish. Like if there was a benevolent God, that would clear, like any greater purpose or story there would clearly not like it wouldn't make sense to have that much suffering for it. Like the trade-off is not
That's
there.
fair, but how would you how could you begin to quantify that?
It's not something that like is quantifiable per se, but it's more just like a subjective like sense of, even if there is a story there, but you didn't have to go that far, you know, like bombing all the children is like maybe there's some story there for us to feel guilt.
But God did that, or that
well,
God
he allows
God
it.
allowed it to happen?
And well, whether or not he has the power to stop it if he was truly omnipotent, which and like in that case that inaction kind of does fall under him.
There are comparable atrocities throughout history, right?
Yeah.
Like
those are all bad, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that any of those are allowed to happen is crazy.
Then there wouldn't be any room for the concept of faith. If a
Why?
God like that intervened, then there would be a guarantee that God exists and is all powerful. Okay. So there would be no one.
Is faith only valuable if you believe in it for no reason?
No, it's only valuable if it exists, like in spite of like non-faith or like an atheist.
Why is that?
Because if it's guaranteed, then there's no value to it.
Why?
I mean, the most common cop-out for theists is like anytime an atheist argument gets out of their depth, their first reaction is like, God's beyond your comprehension. That's just their like end all to any sort of thing beyond that. But I think there is.
Well, you're saying like a theist will tell to an atheist like it's beyond your comprehension, so you wouldn't understand, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like we'll use that as a cop-out.
Sure. So it doesn't matter what the God does. No, or not.
Recording.
Sorry, do you?
I thought I was about to be famous.
Nah, sorry, man.
You want to be, bro?
It's just for my personal collection.
You should put that
in. Yeah, I guess for me personally, I've never had any level of coincidences in a personal sense for me to ever feel like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a guarantee. Like if I stop, like if it never happened again, it wouldn't really change the way I live.
Or I guess to kind of loop back onto the God question, like, because I feel like you could have some belief in mysticism without believing in a God or a benevolent one at that.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Is there just a kind of like a personal preference that you believe in a benevolent God then?
No, it's I guess the mystic experiences I've had have been more aligned with my concept of a God.
Like there's a God like looking out for you, and he's kind of
not for me in particular, but one that is omniscient would in theory have the time and the ability to looking out for humanity, and such a God would want to would act through people to shape things in certain ways, in theory.
Wait, this is the clock symbol. Are we at the clock?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's the clock. It's hidden by the thing. That we made it to the clock.
We basically kept talking about spirituality and God and religion for like the entire ways on the train ride home. I cut most of it because I'm not sure if any of you really care about that, but I hope at the very least, whatever snippets you did here didn't offend you in any way. I hope that wasn't the takeaway. Owen and I have very differing religious beliefs, but I think, if there's anything that's worth taking away is that you can have conversations with people that you disagree with and still be really good friends. Like, I still love Owen. He still loves me platonically, of course, I'm sure. Talking to Owen like this just kind of reminded me a lot of conversations that I had in high school that honestly didn't go well at all. Like, when I was in high school, I would have disagreements with someone, like a friend, and we would just straight up have a falling out over it. I look back on how immature I was back then, and honestly, I feel a lot of regret. Like, I lost some pretty good friends due to pretty ultimately unimpactful differences in our beliefs. I don't know if this is just gonna sound like some old man coping, giving out of touch advice, but genuinely, I think it's really important to be able to have a really polite and nice conversation, just understanding someone who doesn't believe in the same things that you do, if for no other reason than for you to at least better understand your own beliefs, right? So that you can maybe defend them better in whatever situation. If you know any like weaknesses in your ideas or areas you haven't really explored before, just exploring them with someone who doesn't agree with you can sometimes help you get to a good place, so long as the other person is respectful too. I mean, obviously it's a two-way street, but I'm gonna tell you that like, having good friendships with people that you strongly disagree with are like more fulfilling than just having a normal relationship with someone who you don't disagree with. Like, I'm not saying that you have to chase out people you disagree with and like just make friends with them so you can grow as a person or whatever, although you could do that. Honestly, those can be kind of a fucking headache. But you'll never actually fully agree with someone entirely. Like, there's always going to be some disagreement somewhere, and they're in a core value or belief or whatever. And I think the bigger thing is just knowing how to navigate difficult conversations respectfully. I think is a really important skill that's worth practicing. So burn your bridges early so you can get that XP to become a true nonchalant Sigma like me one day. You gotta it's like ranked. You gotta lose a bunch of games first before you start winning and know how to win in the future. So start losing now, guys. Burn all of your bridges with your day ones. Slime them all out. Also, before we decided to head back to the Airbnb, because it was getting kind of late, around 9 p.m., we decided to take a quick detour over to a grocery store, because I have heard from YouTube comments that of the Swedish foods that I must try, surströmming is one of them, which, if you don't know what that is, it is essentially a fermented fish, from what I understand, that is preserved in a can. People were asking for this. It has like, I guess, some kind of meme value, or is like very famous. I'm not entirely sure, but my guess is that it just is like gross, I think. So we'll see if we can find it here in this grocery store. All right, we're on the mission for surströmming.
Sus.
Among Us, sussy.
You want a cabbage?
What is that? Ballerina.
I love trying energy drinks.
Fruchtenmandel. Wait, this looks amazing. It's chocolate with like fruit and nuts on it.
Stars on it say no more.
Wait, I want this. It's sustainably sourced cocoa too. It's only $21 now. $2?
Yeah, that makes sense. How did you miss
Brain
this,
rot
bro?
soda?
How did you miss this?
Wait, what? Yo.
We're a little bit obligated.
For Panta theme, we've got cappuccino assassino. Tralala. Okay, you got the tralala tralala. Who's this? Oh my god, it's ballerina cappuccino. Wait, there has to be Tung Tung Sahur. Come on. Where's Tung Tung Sahur?
It would have been a lot funnier if they put the actual image on there.
Yeah, I think that. You think that's copyrighted?
No,
Why did they not?
by who?
Why did they not use the actual one? This is like an AI generated recreation of an AI generated slop. I don't think they have Tung Tung Sahur. That is so weird. Tung Tung Sahur is missing.
It's less marketable.
Tung Tung Sahur. That's the most popular one.
Can you believe this though? Like, what the fuck?
It's more expensive than that chocolate bar
You almost walked past
for something that is essentially like 30 cents.
Yeah, well, they're capitalizing on, how much
You
is
pay for the memes. It's like $2.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's not like that expensive. Wait, read this. It's in English. Don't miss out. Post a pic of you enjoying your brain rot soda and tag us for a chance to win limited editions. Limited drops, unlimited hype. Collect them all. It's a collector's ball.
I mean, they move quickly. They ship quick. This is probably AI too.
You got Trololero. I'll get Burger Patapin, I guess. Because I'm worried that the ballerina cappuccino will taste like coffee, and I don't like coffee.
Yeah. What is the?
What is it? It doesn't. No, the flavor is whatever it says.
But it's soda. There's no way.
Coffee flavored
Well,
soda.
okay, this one says peach and passion fruit.
Wait, what? Oh shit! Wait, there's ingredients. Where does? Wait, that sounds good actually. I think let's get that.
This one's lemon lime.
Where did you read that?
Right at the top.
Kiwi and pear.
Pear and
Oh,
kiwi.
that sounds good.
And this one, raspberry.
Should we just
and
get them all, bro?
Raspberry and cotton candy.
No. Okay, let's
they've
get
got
3.
me.
No, we'll get 3. That's good enough. I don't care about raspberry and cotton candy. Fika. Chocolate gakor. Wait, these are different. Frucht and Mandel, or I can get Ducat.
That's hazelnut or almond. Definitely hazelnut, no?
But this has Frucht and Mandel.
Yeah, but you want almonds?
I don't mind almonds.
and, like,
Almonds are good.
Raisins?
Yeah, I like almonds. Wait, these raisins? No, these are not raisins.
It's cranberry, maybe? One of the two. Like,
I thought it was the lingonberry, like a mystery fruit. Ingredients is soccer, cacao. Okay. This doesn't help me. Russin. Maybe it is a raisin. Rusin?
You guys streaming?
No.
no.
I've
I've
never-
done that a lot before.
No, I've never. I mean, I don't usually have a camera with a stick on.
It's 2 in an hour.
That's 2 in an hour. That's a lot. It's actually embarrassing that people probably think that while I'm walking by. But
It's like, what was he gonna do? Is he gonna
probably just say a slur. Yeah, that's what I would do. What, are you kidding me? Two people think they can stream in public? Not in my watch. You're getting banned, buddy. Take a break. What? Oh, I came here for surströmming. Special Flingor Naturel.
That's a good name.
Special Flingor.
Oh, you want some taste of skumtomte?
That must have been like an actual thing. We're probably so like insensitive. What even is this?
Skumtomte is definitely.
Skumtomte.
Is it this guy? Is that?
That's it. We're tasting this guy. This happy little dude.
I want to steal that sign and take it back with me.
I was just laughing at Swedish letters.
They have such a way with
Delay.
words.
Because the A with the 2 dots is
Is
eh,
Yeah.
right?
no
No, it's eh.
Bredang.
No, it's Brieding. It was
Briedang.
Brieding. No, it was E. It was Brieding. It was an S sound.
Brieding.
Yeah, Brieding. So, I'm fersking it. I'm fersking it. Oh, yes, I'm about to fersk. That one really got you.
No, she fersk on my flingo.
Alright.
She fersk on my flingo to clip.
Alright. I don't want to be in the frozen section. We're looking for surströmming.
Yeah.
It's a preservative. I don't even know what it looks like. It's like a fermented fish product, I think. I don't know where they would even sell it, to be honest. I might have to ask for help. Okay, I feel like I don't want to just like eat surströmming on its own and be like, ew, it's gross.
So you want to get the cheese?
Ideally, I think like having it with something like might be nice. I don't know how the best way to eat surströmming. Maybe I should look that up. I just looked up the best way to eat surströmming because I wanted condiments on it, and like every single thing that talks about it says you have to open it underwater, freeze it for like 30 minutes before opening the can to minimize the smell, because if you open it in your house, it will create a permanent nuclear wasteland that will never leave, and you will hate your life and no one wants to be around you. There's a problem because we have an Airbnb and our host literally lives with us, and I don't want to fuck up his house. I don't know how we're gonna eat this surströmming. It's also in a can. I don't have a can opener. I'd have to borrow his. And also, like, the best ways to eat it are like all high effort, where you have to like dice up, like boil a potato and dice it up. Does he have a microwave? I mean, we could probably microwave a potato. The onion is just diced and raw, and then cheese is like easy, and the bread is like just bread. But I'd probably like of your choice. I mean, do you want to get a cheese? I'm like worried that this surströmming is gonna be like the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, I like fish. I even like I've had I think canned sardines, and I actually like it. Like, I think it's good. And we had that herring that was from the restaurant that was like pickled, and it was delicious. But I don't know. I'm scared now. If it smells this horrible, that it's gonna be just like eating mold. I've never gagged after eating food directly, right? Like, it's a pretty rare
I can
thing.
usually tell by the smell of it.
Yeah, like I would rather just not eat it if it smells that bad. The surströmming it's worrying. It's concerning me. I guess we should go to the can section and look for it.
It's looking for me with stuff inside.
Oh. Hi. And that about wraps up day 2. We got back to the Airbnb at around 10 p.m.-ish, and then I forget what we did. I think we just chilled. Maybe I started working on my day 0 vlog, test vlog, just to see how to make one of those. I honestly don't really remember, but regardless, the next day is Brawl World Finals. So I got to Sweden like a couple days ahead of when the actual event would start, just so that I would have some time to like explore the city, you know, try some stuff out. And I'm honestly glad that I did, because I don't think I would have had enough time if I had only the time of the actual event running to try to explore all of Sweden and like try all the food out that I wanted to do. So yeah, this has been really cool so far. And, you know, I gotta say, so far, Swedish food is a kind of a W. Here's the updated ranking. We have some insane takeovers by the Swedish meatballs and fish dish, honestly, near the top. Who would have guessed that the traditional, really highly rated restaurant will have serve really highly delicious food? But overall, I had a pretty great time just trying different foods out in Sweden, even though half of it was fast food. I mean, fuck it, man. Fast food in other countries is still worth trying, because I have like a good base for comparison for that category in particular. The next vlog will be the actual Brawl Stars World Finals event day, maybe days. If I can merge days 1 and 2 together, I will. And we'll see if I can actually find that surströmming, the legendary surströmming, in a different grocery store later, before I have to leave back for America. So yeah, that's gonna be from me for today. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you all in the next one. Love you. Peace. Mwah.